Hey guys, Kaizen here, and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 with my 10% challenge, where we take on the biggest club in the country, PSG in this case, and we only spend 10% of their current wage spending. We picked up after the Strasbourg win with the run into the end of the season. As you can see, it started off pretty well. But I did notice we were lacking a little bit of something in attack still. We had a really, really good win against PSG at home. I obviously was the one on the back foot for most of the game, but we were very clinical and we got ourselves 2 goals and put ourselves 2-0 up, which was fantastic. And then we only let them concede one in reply, which was brilliant. So that was a huge win at the time. But I was lacking something a little bit in attack, and that kind of showed when I stopped winning. I knew it was coming. I could tell based on these performances that I was going to take a few losses. Marseille again, a tough opposition, but we only scored a corner. Bruno Amione scored, so we only scored a corner, and it was 1-1. Nice, we lost 3-2, and one of them was a penalty, and I was like, oh, something's not right here. So I've been trying to tweak the tactic. I've been trying to tweak the tactic during the run-in to get it a little bit better on the attack. Not really succeeded, if I'm being completely honest with you. There was a heavy loss to round 4-1. It just, everything they had just went in. They had 1.2 xG with 8 shots, and 8 shots and 4 goals. I kind of dominated them and just didn't score. So there was lots of tweaks and changes and trying to find a way of scoring more goals, and I never really did it because none of the matches have scored more than twice. This one was kind of awful. If I'm honest, I went down to 10 men and conceded 3 goals. But the nature of the final goal, I'll show you it now, was absolutely disastrous. I'll show you the final goal now. It was awful. All I'm saying is, watch the goalkeeper. I mean, where is he going? Where is he going? That was the final straw for Lafont. That was the final straw. What it meant was that to play in the last match, I would have had to pay £500,000 for 50 appearances. So he didn't play in the final game. And hey, my backup keeper on his debut got a 7.6 and a clean sheet. We did play kind of well in that final game in the attack, which was encouraging. But yeah, so Lafont has gone. I'm going to sell him in the summer straight away. What that did to the final table, like I said, there was a few losses there, but what that did to the final table, it meant I couldn't mount a title challenge, but we did finish at a very, very strong second. I was a little bit worried during the final games when I wasn't winning that I would finish outside the top 3. I wanted to finish the top 3 due to going straight to the league phase. I didn't want to do a qualifier. I wanted to go straight to the Champions League phase, especially after I beat PSG. I was like, I need to get that result. So we got second, runner up. So that means from last season, when I finished 14th with 36 points, to this season, second with nearly double the points, 70. I was 2 points shy of accumulating double the points, which was kind of insane. I'm very, very happy with that. That's a huge improvement. And I know that this 4-4-2 has got some legs. I just need to find a couple of tweaks for next season. Especially if I'm no longer considered the underdog. If the team start defending deeper against me, I'm going to have to find better ways to break them down on the attack. One of the changes I did make towards the end, which I do think kind of worked, was change the DLF for a false 9. Now that Krupi is a lot more competent, attribute-wise, Krupi playing as the false 9, did show signs. I didn't give it too much experimentation. It was only for like the final 2 of the final 3 games. So yeah, that's one of the few changes I made. But there's still something else. There's still something else that needs to be done. In terms of the squad, average rating wise, as you see, that goalkeeper on his debut did a 7.6, so that doesn't really count. The vice captain, the left winger, Xiaobei, 7.16, 3 goals, 8 assists. Could have been a little bit more on the end product, goals and assist wise. The backup left winger, Yordanov, came second on the average rating with 1 goal, 11 assists. So he had a lot more assists based on the game time. So that just shows you Xiaobei could have done a little bit more. But I couldn't drop Xiaobei because Xiaobei was vice captain and he was doing pretty well, to be honest. He was doing really well. Due to being in Europe and needing trained in France players, he's definitely going to be staying. He's definitely going to be staying, and probably Yordanov as well. They'll probably, especially considering how low wage they are, they'll probably be the left wingers again for next season. Roberto Fernandez did decent, 7.1. Considering he wasn't the starting striker. The problem with him was that when he played bad, he played really, really bad. It was either score goals or play terrible. So he never really became first choice. He never really became first choice at any point. And I also didn't want to overplay him to ask for a new contract either. On top of that, because his contract's quite good right now. He does have interest from other clubs. Bruno Maglione, the emergency replacement for Monterisi, over a 7 average rating at centre back. He only scored 4 corners as well, so it wasn't boosted by corners. He just did really, really well defensively. Everton, I think, wished to sign him, and he's worth 10 million. So I might lose him. But that would be a huge profit after just 1 year. I only signed him for 4 million. But he was very good defensively. But I would like to keep him. Hussein Bazic, the right winger, 6 goals, 8 assists. Another one could have had a much better, similar to Xiaobei, could have had much better on the end product. But still did a good job. I'm not too sure he's worth 30 grand a week. I'll have to consider that. He is playing on that right midfield position, and he's not like explosive in his dribbling, which sometimes lets him down, but he is good with his work rates and aggressions, etc. Nasty was the other one above 7, 14 goals, and Doumbia 8 goals. They were 2 decent goal scorers. Nasty was my top goal scorer. He was the first teamer ahead of Fernandez. Did very well. Just scored goals for me. He overachieved his XG by a couple. The problem is that the tactic needed a little bit more into it to give him more XG. He should have had more XG than this. If he had more XG, he would have scored more goals. I just wasn't creating enough for him. If I created more, he would have scored more. And Doumbia did well as backup. With his very low wage, and he's still got quite a long contract on him as a backup to Krupi. So I would like to keep Doumbia around. Other ones, Diego Gomez was a little bit disappointing. A couple of matches he looked incredible as the Volante. Some matches he didn't. Lafont, like I said, he's gone. He's just getting sold. I know he's French, and I need French for the Champions League next season, but he's gone. I just can't put up with him anymore. He was conceding some silly goals. Krupi got better and better as towards the end of the season, and his obviously development's got better and better. He's now worth 40 million, which is really, really good. So unless I get a big bid, he's staying and he's playing. He's staying and he's playing just to keep developing him. His output was a bit better towards the end of the season, goals and assist wise. And like I said, I was trying the false 9 out. Dobre, backup for the right wing, kind of rubbish to be honest. As backup for Hussein Bazic, he kind of wasn't great. He's only a 2.5-star player. I signed him because he was exceptionally cheap, and I needed to rebuild the whole squad. I don't think he'll be staying. I'll get someone better competition for Hussein Bazic. Oscar Højlund is still unhappy from his contract issue, which is a bit annoying. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen with him. It's either going to be a new contract or sell him. I haven't decided yet. Ribeiro was kind of disappointing in the second half of the season. the other centre back that I shifted over to the right hand side. Maybe I need an upgrade on him rather than selling Amione. I don't know. Berggren as well in the ball winning midfielder. I know it's a thankless position, but it didn't do too amazing. Diaz, inverted wing back, not a thankless position. So some of the thankless positions, the left back, the left inverted fullbacks on the left back only got 6.7s. I don't know if it was bad due to bad players or if it's just a tough position to get a good rating. So there might be some squad shuffling happening. I'm not expected to do too much, but the expectation is that my wage bill will now go up. PSG right now on the 17th of May, we've got a couple of weeks here before I have to freeze it, but 476,000 would be my new wage bill budget. I'm currently spending 414,000. So we've got some room there to play with, but it's going to be an interesting one. A lot of players are going to stay. It'll just be a case of some positions I'll change out and change a couple of players, a couple of backups, etc. But it should be an interesting summer to try and just take the squad a little bit better, make the squad just a little bit better than what it currently is without doing a full squad rebuild, really. It also depends on what bids I get for players that are interested. But we shall see. Anyway, Twitch link is down below in the description. Go follow the channel and you can watch along for when the next stream, which will be later tonight. Leave a like and a comment on this video as well if you wish, or just come and let me know in the Twitch stream that you're enjoying the videos. And I shall see you guys on the next stream or in the next video. Bye.